derivative of f of x equals x to the third plus 3x plus 2 divided by x squared minus 1. First things first, notice that this is a division problem, right? And you have division of two expressions, so this is a rational expression because it's a ratio of x to the third plus 3x plus 2 to x squared minus 1. So in finding the derivative, I use quotient rule. What the quotient rule states is the following. It states if you have the denominator, right, multiplied by the numerator, which I'll abbreviate num, right, minus the numerator times the denominator derivative divided by the denominator squared, right? Then you'll get the derivative of f of x. So f prime of x is equal to the derivative of x to the third plus 3x plus 2, your numerator, divided by your denominator x squared minus 1, equals, go ahead and label each thing before you go ahead and do it. So f of x is x to the third plus 3x plus 2, and derivative, and then g of x is your denominator x squared minus 1. Derivative of f prime of x is equal to derivative of x to the third, because the power rule is 3x squared, because 3 minus 1 is 2, plus derivative of 3 positive 3x is 3. Derivative of g of x is g prime of x, and that's equal to the derivative of x squared is 1x to the first power. Derivative of constant negative 1 is 0, so this is going to equal x, right? So then it'll be denominator x squared minus 1. So what I'm going to do is have the denominator, right, which is equal to g of x, right? So that's x squared minus 1, which I'll align right here, denominator, right, times my numerator's derivative, so that's going to be 3x squared plus 3, right, minus the numerator, which is going to be x to the third plus 3x plus 2, right, times the denominator, the derivative of the denominator, that's equal to x, so x divided by the denominator squared, so it's x squared minus 1 squared. So your g of x, right, is right there. And then so it's going to be f prime of x is equal to the derivative with respect to x of x to the third plus 3x plus 2 divided by x squared minus 1 equals, go ahead and rearrange this so that way you can remember how to FOIL. This is product of binomials, so it's going to be FOIL. And over here it's going to be distributive property, distributing the x to each term right here. I rearrange it so that way the monomial is on the outside of the trinomial, so you remember to multiply the monomial by each term inside the trinomial. So then it's going to be f prime of x equals the derivative with respect to x of x to the third plus 3x plus 2 divided by x squared minus 1 equals, and I'm going to just go ahead and FOIL this over to the side. So I'm just going to circle this and FOIL it right here. It'll be x squared minus 1 times 3x squared plus 3. So go ahead and multiply the first line, top row, by 3x squared. So x squared times 2x squared is 3x squared. 3x squared times negative 1 is negative 3x squared. Go ahead and multiply the top row by 3. So x squared times 3 is positive 3x squared. Negative 1 times 3 is negative 3. So it'll be 3x to the fourth. And you'll have negative 3x squared and positive 3x squared. It can cancel out. It'll be 0x squared minus 3. So it's going to be 3x squared, 3x to the fourth power, minus 3. So right here I'm going to write 3x to the fourth minus 3. I'm going to outline it in black so you can see it better. Minus and I'm going to distribute the x to each of these three terms in the trinomial. So it'll be x times x to the third, x to the fourth, because there's imaginary x to the first right here. X to the first times 3x to the first is negative 3x to the second power. X to the first, negative x to the first times 2 is negative 2x, divided by x squared minus 1 squared. So f prime of x is going to equal, go ahead and combine like terms. You get 3x to the fourth and negative 3x to the fourth, right? What else is in common? Nothing else. So this is squared, this is x, and this is a constant. So go ahead and combine 3x to the fourth and 1x to the fourth. Negative 1x to the fourth. Different signs, subtract 2x to the fourth minus 3x squared minus 3 minus 2x. So I'm going to just rearrange it so the 2x goes in front of the 3. Solving negative 2x minus 3 divided by x squared minus 1 squared. And the derivative is going to be the following. F prime of x is equal to 2x to the fourth power minus 3x squared minus 2x minus 3 divided by x squared minus 1 squared. So now, knowing that you are given the original function as a division problem, you have to always use quotient rule and look at the relationship between your denominator and your numerator to go ahead and plug in the following.